Don't spend another minute doubting your offensive basketball game. Let's talk about how to gain confidence when shooting the basketball. I'm Coach Charlie with Attack Basketball Academy. As a player, I was an elite shooter at the D1 college level, Go Hoosiers, and a representative of the USA at the Junior Olympics. Now, I am a premier basketball player development coach who has had the privilege to train thousands of players around the world on their stance, technique, and mentality behind shooting the basketball confidently. So in this video today, I'm going to show you how to get rid of doubt around shooting once and for all. Next, I'm going to show you the secret trick to shoot with confidence every time. Last, I'm going to show you how to confidently shoot the ball like Steph Curry. And on top of that, I have a bonus that I'll give you, but only if you stick around until the very end. Let's get right into how to get rid of doubt around shooting once and for all. It starts with your mind. It starts with your mind. Immediately after a miss, the best thing you could do is learn to get over it. Easier said than done, I totally get that. But when you chase a mistake, you may become a mistake. It's just a miss. Get over it. See, that's the mistake we make with mistakes. You have to learn to say things like, my next shot is my best shot. That's why I said it starts with your mind. I always share this with players. Where's the first shot made? People will tell me in the rim, it's made when you catch it. No, the first shot's made in your mind. You have to learn to visualize, to actualize you making shots. And when you use visualization, all you're doing is using all of your senses, right? And you're doing what I call SFE. Not only do you see it in your mind, with your mind's eyes first before your physical eyes, not only do you feel it with your body, as you can imagine yourself knocking down shots all over the court, you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy that in your mind. Not do it with mundane on your mind. Not do it with worry. Do it as if, again, you can't miss. So therefore, you're not trying to psych yourself out. You want to own your zone and keep that in your mind, okay? My last point to that is you must see yourself becoming a consistent great shooter. And again, where's it start? In your mind. Shoot. Before I tell you the secret trick to shoot with confidence every time, I noticed that you are not a subscriber. I develop premium basketball players, and we have a lot of information on this channel. I roll out 20 new high-quality videos every month to help you. So you may want to be a subscriber. Click that subscribe button. Let's talk about this. Now let's talk about the secret trick to shoot with confidence every time. It starts with understanding you have to own your shot mechanics. See, mechanics are hard skills. And what I mean by hard skills is precision-like skills. There's really only one way to get it done. And in shooting, even though you may have different shooting forms, there's something I discovered, and a way I discovered with all kind of shooting forms, this one little thing when I show people, it really helps them, okay? And that's owning your mechanics at the way you shoot the basketball, the way you hold the ball, the pathway of the basketball, the way the ball goes, right? And then what you're doing at the end of the shot. And very simply speaking, the way I teach people how to shoot the basketball is called tuck, set, go. Now, let me show you. I'm going to turn to the side, right? By tucking, what I mean is you have your hand, your shot hand. If you're right-handed, your shot hand is behind the ball, because the key is you want your elbow, forearm, and hand behind the ball. Your form is parallel to the floor. Now, turning towards you, you notice you don't see my hand. That's the key. You shouldn't see my shot hand, right? So right now, the ball is actually tucked at the side of my body, okay? I'm positioned optimally. My guide hand, if it's my left hand, is to the side of the ball, right? That's my guide hand, okay, right? And a little known trick too, but the guide hand, these two fingers are kind of under the ball. So yes, my hand is on the side, but now I have more control to take off my shooting hand, okay? And you're gonna really see how that pays dividends when I go to the basket. Okay, but this is called tuck, right? Set. Again, I wanna keep my elbow, forearm, and hand now under the ball. At tuck, I'm behind it. I want to drive my elbow up. You might see a letter L when I lift, right? When I lift up through my elbow, now the ball is around my shoulder clavicle area. This is called set, okay? Right? And one thing I want to actually back up for a second to tell you, right, is you want the basketball starting between your shot side, shoulder, and ear. Shot side, shoulder, and ear. That's where that basketball's at for me, at that tuck position. Then I want to go to set, right? I'll give you a little known secret of one of the best shooters I mentioned earlier. You got to go back to the video to probably listen to the beginning. He says he wants his basketball to go right outside his dominant eye. How do you do that? You want that ball to be right in between your shoulder and ear. This is at the set position. Now, I want to do this because the ball will go out the actual camera. Now, at go, because from set I want to go. Notice I'm going straight up, and then I want to go straight out. And the whole key to that is I want my elbow to be above my eye line, because the ideal shot goes in, mid-range shot goes in about 45 degrees at the basket, okay? So again, it's called tuck, set, go. My directions is I simply lift my arm up, I launch the shot between my shoulder and ear, my shot side. Ball goes right outside my dominant eye, right? Boom, and I release it, okay? So I gave you the understanding of my upper body. Now my lower body, I want to stagger my feet. My right foot is slightly ahead of my left foot, okay? 10 toes are facing the basket. I want to square up to the basket, right? I'm in a stance that's athletic. We call it a universal stance. My feet are shoulders width apart. I'm comfortable, right? I'm confident with it. I'm bending my legs. My butt is back. My back is flat. My hips are dropped. This is a tuck position. And all I want to simply do as my legs are loaded, I call this, I want to learn to explode up. In one fluid motion, I want to learn to go up and shoot the basketball and let the basketball go. Also, the key to this is what I'm doing. I also have this in mind. I want to shoot the basketball consistently and repeatedly in a straight line. That's how you become a knockdown shooter. You see them. Now that you know how to use your mind and your mechanics to shoot with confidence, I want you to comment below with tuck, set, go to let us know you are ready to use your new knowledge to dominate on offense. Go ahead and drop tuck, set, go in the comments below. Now I'm going to tell you how to confidently shoot the ball like Steph Curry every time. See, you have to not only practice like Steph, and when I say like, let's talk about this. We don't need to do things exactly like Steph. It's more of a not an idol thing, or I need to copy, more of an admiration. He created a pathway for us to learn from. So more so as a student, I admire him and I want to use some of his traits. It might be able to help me out like I know it has, and it might help you out, right? So let me give you something that you have to do like top shooters like Steph Curry. You got to chart your work. See, when you inspect what you expect, you get respect, right? You got to chart your work, because what you chart, just like a garden, what you measure will grow. You got to learn to chart. You got to learn to chart your work, okay? And that's simply keeping a notebook with you, okay? You want to know your numbers. Out of 10, shooting at 15-footers, how many are you going to make? Because I'll give you something. In a game, if I'm in a game, that's going to probably be half of that. Nervousness, anxiety, fatigue, getting hit, not getting called for fouls, whatever, I'm under pressure, physical conditioning, all those things are going to just disrupt that. So if I'm at 7 or 8, I got a good feeling that if I shoot the ball 9 or 10 times a game, I'm probably going to make 4 or 5. Probably going to make 4 or 5. On a really good day, 6, 7. Bad day, 3, 4. So then I have the confidence to continue to do what? Say my next shot's my best shot because I know my numbers, right? And then once you understand your numbers, you want to then put a chart to it like a Olympic medal. See, you got gold, silver, bronze. Let's say, for example, you know on the short end, I'm 7 out of 10. So then if I really want to challenge myself, if I get, say, I get 8, let's say I get 8 or higher, that's gold for me, right? I'll push myself. I get 9 or higher, that's gold medal for me, right? I do that again, I get 9, that's gold medal. I'm gonna measure it off of 7, right? If I get 8, that's silver. Anything 7 or below is bronze. So instead of just having one target, I have 3 different goals. Having fun with it as you track your success. That success will then be converted to gameplay, and then you'll become a lights out shooter. Let's keep momentum going with that bonus I mentioned earlier. We covered a lot in this video. I want to make sure I'm really helping you out. So I'd like to offer you a free guide that covers all the must-know basketball principles and in what switch to apply them. This is a powerful guide of best practices, tips, and skills empowering you to take charge of your basketball game. Just click in the description below and you can download the guide I put together as my gift to you. Enjoy it and keep attacking.